Look across a typical classroom. You're watching a specific rhythm of daily habits, friendships, and energy levels. Teachers observe these patterns every day. This deep familiarity allows educators to notice when a student's behavior begins to deviate from their normal baseline. Because they see these shifts first, teachers function as the primary layer of defense for both digital and physical school safety. A shift in that baseline can be subtle. A student who's usually active might become quiet, start missing certain classes, or appear visibly stressed after using social media. Sometimes the sign is more overt. A student might approach a teacher to report a harmful group chat, a string of cyberbullying, or a disturbing post they found online. When these signs appear, there is often an internal pressure to act immediately. It's a common instinct to step into the role of a detective to solve the issue or provide a definitive diagnosis. However, acting on that impulse creates risks. Jumping to conclusions or labeling a student as dangerous before the facts are clear can cause further harm to the student and the school community. The challenge for the educator is finding a way to address the warning sign without overstepping their professional role or escalating the situation prematurely. A warning sign is simply an indicator that a situation deserves professional attention. It is not a final judgment on a student's character. Educators are tasked with being observers, not investigators. Their role is to identify concerns, not to prove them. To distinguish between an everyday mood swing and a genuine safety concern, we look for clusters. This diagram shows the difference between an isolated data point and a group of related behaviors. A single sign rarely indicates a crisis. However, when multiple signs of distress and concerning digital activity appear together, they form a pattern that requires a formal response. Recognizing a cluster allows the teacher to move past the pressure of investigation. Once the pattern is identified, the focus shifts to the next procedural step. This four-part framework provides a specific path for handling these concerning clusters of behavior. The first step is to notice. This involves documenting meaningful changes in behavior and specific digital warning signs. Second, connect. This means looking at the information within the broader context of the student's life, avoiding immediate assumptions about the cause. Third, support. If a student reports a concern, the educator listens calmly, ensuring the student is not dismissed or embarrassed for coming forward. Finally, escalate. The concern is referred through the school's established reporting and referral process. This sequence provides a concrete structure for the handoff, moving the process from an individual's observations to the school's formal safety system. Following escalation, the teacher's role as the primary observer concludes, and the institutional safety system begins its work. School leaders then take responsibility for the report, ensuring it is handled with consistency and confidentiality according to established safety procedures. This procedural approach is more reliable than any single person acting alone. It ensures the decisions are based on shared information and professional safety standards. Effective school safety is the result of these. In a safe digital school, teachers notice the baseline, leaders listen to the reports, and the entire community responds together. This system relies on a simple cause and effect. Early recognition leads to early support, and early support helps prevent harm. By following the steps to notice, connect, support, and escalate, educators help build safer, more responsible, and more resilient learning communities.